This lush green forest is the majestic and beautiful Kalba Mangrove forest in UAE. In UAE, we don't have a rainforest, we have mangrove forest. These plants give us oxygen and take the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. These plants grow in the marginal land which is called mangroves. The most common species in UAE is Avicenna marina and the grey mangroves. Within UAE, there are approximately 3,000 hectares of mangrove forest, out of which 2,300 hectares are found in Abu Dhabi. This is the Khor Kalba Mangrove Center in Sharjah. It is approximately 123 kilometers from Dubai to the Khor Kalba Mangrove Center in Kalba, Sharjah. Opening hours of the Kalba Mangrove Center is mentioned over here. We came little early, so we have enough time to roam around and see the nearby waters. There are lots of crabs on the shores of this watery pond-like structure. The water is filled with lots of fishes and crabs. Kids will definitely love to see this crab and the fishes. This is the entrance of the mangrove center. Let us go inside and see what is inside. The entry pass is only 15 dirhams for adults, and for the kids it is free. We came here to study the mangroves and the little creatures which live within it. This is a coffee shop kind of resting area over here in the Kalba Mangrove Forest. And here you can enjoy your coffee or your food while seeing the mangrove forest. The changes at the Khor Kalba is remarkable. In less than a decade, the area has been transformed from a almost barren landscape to a place teeming with life. Here they have displayed lots of the insects which live inside the mangrove forest, with a display magnifying glass where you can see the insect very closer. Snails and mollusks makes their own unique shells. Crabs also uses shells for protections and to stay in from extreme temperatures. These are the display of the shells which we received from the mangrove forest over here in Khor Kalba. These are the trash received from the stomach of a dead turtles. So please deposit the trash in the dustbin provided by the government. Pollutions, coastal development, climatic change, agriculture and aquaculture all are the global threats to mangroves. Thanks for the UAE government to protect these pristine environment. There are lots of mangrove fishes displayed inside the indoor aquarium, including the dotted beam, silver monet, black spotted sniper, the yellow anglefish, streaked rabbitfish, then rusty parrotfish, then orange spotted groupers, long fin bannerfish, and Indo-Pacific surgeonfish are some of the fishes displayed over here. You can see also a giant mangrove crab in this aquarium. This is an interactive picture for kids to learn more about the crabs. A fiddle crab has 10 legs, 8 walking legs and 2 grasping claws. He can walk in any direction, but mostly they walk sidewise. These are the Baldford's fridge toad lizard, are the native to the desert of North America, adapted to the life in the sandy desert. They feed on ants, beetles, grasshoppers, etc., along with the flowers and seed. They live in burrows for the protection from the predators and extreme temperature. The total length is approximately 18 to 20 centimeters and the weight is 6 to 8 grams. These are the sea snails which lives in the mangrove forest. These are the different type of salt produced in the mangrove forest area. The halophyte plants which lives inside the mangrove forest. This forms the main vegetative part of the mangrove forest. Here you can see lots of hermit crab, sea urchins, sea cucumber and starfish. There are approximately 1,500 species of starfish around the world. Some of them are here in this mangrove forest. A sea cucumber is a marine animal with a leathery skin. It lives in the bottom of the sea around the world. They don't have a true brain. Sea urchins are the spiny sea animal. They move slowly with their tube-like feet. Now we are going to visit the green sea turtle. The conservation of status of this species is vulnerable. It's found in the tropics and subtropic seas around the world. The incubation temperature of the nest determines the sex of the hatched turtle. If the nest temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, it will be a female turtles. And if the temperature of the nest is below 30 degree, the new hatchlings produced will be of male. There are lots of green turtles in this mangrove lake area which are protected and raised over here. Hope these protection measures will increase the number of green turtles living in this mangrove forest area. This is a small kids park area for the kids to play around in this place. Now we are going to study and learn about some coastal birds. You can see lots of birds in this area, especially the common terron, lizard black-backed gull, the yellow-legged gull, herons, seabirds, and the black-crowned night heron, the common black-headed gull, grey heron, etc. Those black color birds are called Socotra caramant. In Latin, it means sea raven. Those are also a vulnerable species which are protected in this area. Now we are going outside from this bird area. Now we are going to see the sand gazelle. It is also categorized as a vulnerable species. It lives up to 10 to 12 years and it has a size of 1 meter and the total weight approximately of 22 kg. They are the drought tolerant animals, which means they can live without drinking water and eating only the plant for a long period of time. These gazelles can shrink the vital organs, making the body function more water efficiently. Now we are going to see the Arabian collared kingfisher. We also see a water rail bird and a corncrake bird as well over here. Now we are going towards the actual mangrove forest in this Khor Kalba region. The Khor Kalba Mangrove covers equivalent to 232 football field pitches. This is one of the blue carbon region in UAE. The term blue carbon is used to describe the carbon dioxide stored in the coastal marine ecosystem. Carbon dioxide is absorbed by the tree above the ground in the tree trunks, stems, the leaves of the plant, within the carbon-rich organic soil as well. The blue carbon habitat includes the mangroves, the salt marshes, and the seagrass bed. Khor Kalba potentially stores 625,000 tons of carbon, equivalent to 375 million kilometer car journey. The mangroves and the dunes are totally protected by the UAE government. It is said that this bridge is constructed without cutting a single tree over here. Most of the species of the mangrove tree over here are called the grey mangroves. Mangroves are the salt-tolerant trees, also called halophytes, and are adapted to living in harsh coastline conditions. They contain a complex salt filtration system and complex root system to cope with the salt water immersion and wave action. They are adapted to the low oxygen conditions or waterlogged mud. The term mangroves came from Spanish. Mangrove swamps are found in tropical and subtropical tidal areas. This is the bird hide area in the mangrove forest, inside the mangrove forest. So from here you can sit inside in the shaded area and you can see the mangroves, the birds which are coming inside the mangrove forest, and you can just enjoy the nature and the water and the jungle surrounding you. Here also they have displayed the photos of different kinds of birds which live inside the mangrove forest. Especially there is a photo of the kingfisher, which is the bird which I like the most. Especially the kingfisher chick needs to eat 40% of its total weight every day, and the mangrove forest provide the food and shelter for these birds. The temperature over here in the mangrove forest is relatively cool as compared to the other area. Since the mangroves grow inside the seawater, the excess salt which is absorbed from the seawater is given out by the leaves of the mangrove trees as salt crystals. So if you rub on the leaf of the mangrove tree, sometimes you can find the salt crystals on the leaves. The rise in the temperature, increase in the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the trash human made are like nets, hooks and plastic etc. are the threats to the mangrove forest. The mangrove swamps protect coastal areas from erosion, storm surge and tsunami. Grey mangroves is highly variable trees with a number of ecosystem types in forms of closely resembling other mangrove species. It has been reported to tolerate extreme weather conditions, high wind, various pests and other disease. It is pioneered in the muddy soil condition with a pH of 6.5 to 8. The grey mangrove grow from 3 meters up to 14 meters. This pristine, unique mangrove forest has to be protected, and UAE government is keen to protect this environment. It was an adventurous and unique experience to walk through the mangrove forest area. I think this is one of the best experience I had in UAE. Visiting the Khor Kalba Mangrove Forest Center was a wonderful experience to me. I may come back here once again to see this beautiful location in UAE. See you soon. Let's end this video with the sunset of the Khor Kalba.